Hey, how are you? Welcome to the party. I hope you're having a great night. I had a nice day today. Hope it's the same for you. Let me know you're here. Say hey whenever you hop on. Excuse me. I just swallowed some air incorrectly. So apparently I'm still new to this breathing thing. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's better. Whew. All right, so this is our block set. I'm just painting with Dusky Blue real quick. I just added a little bit of water, and if you haven't heard yet, hopefully I've told you enough times, but Dusky Blue is going away. So if you don't have this color yet, you're going to want to scoop it up before it's gone, okay? It was a limited release color, and it is definitely going to go away once it sells out. So grab you some. Hi, Karen. Hi, Tammy. Hey, Laura. Hi, Mom. Hey, Stephanie. What's up? What is going on, my friendlies? All right, I'm going to just paint the medium-sized block. So we're using the large block and the medium block. Now, there is a small block in this set also, but the small block's not going to work for what we're doing tonight. So these two will, and I think you're really going to like this one. So just get those covered. Now, obviously you don't have to paint the background of these if you don't want to, but the transfer that we're using tonight is just a line drawing, like stick figures. So I wanted to do something a little more than just throw some stick figures on a block and call it a day, you know? Isn't it so pretty? I love this color. But yeah, if you haven't grabbed this Dusky Blue yet, you need to, because it's going to be gone. And then you're going to be really sad about it. And there's nothing I'm going to be able to do for you. Okay, so I'm going to just dry this real quick. You can comment the word family in the comments here to get all the stuff that I'm using tonight. Hey, Rebecca, welcome. How are you, love? So we're going to use Together We Make a Family. Hey, Anita, how are you? And it comes with the stick figure family people, okay? The husband and the wife. And a little dog and a little cat. And a little baby and a little boy and a girl. So that you can make your family, however it may be. Hi, Stacy, welcome. All right. So I want to make sure this is good and dry because we're going to wax this. And I don't want to get paste all over my wax applicator. And I'll just be rubbing paste around and it'll mess up my background. So I want to make sure I'm good and dry first. Hey Lisa, how are you, love? Thanks for watching. Hi Janelle. Hey Ivy, how are you, love? Alright. I think we're there. Okay. Hey Irma, how are you, love? Alright, surface wax. Hopefully you're well aware of surface wax by now. And if you're not, that's okay too. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my wax applicator. And I'm just going to buff that in so that it will protect my surface. Y'all, I burned myself so bad last night on my finger. I'm trying to hide it so that I don't show you. Because I really got myself bad. I didn't realize how bad it was until after my live, and it was already blistered up. And, you know, sometimes you just... I need to just slow down, but I don't think that's going to happen. Pretty sure it's not going to happen, but, you know, okay, so we're going to take our transfer and we're going to fuzz it, of course, a couple times probably. I don't want it to pull up my paste that I put down, so I want to make sure and fuzz it really good. And then I'm going to go over to the side because I'm going to add a little bit of something over here to just kind of spice this thing up a little bit, okay? All right, now I want to make sure I don't have anything in the silk screen. I do feel a little lump over here, but I think I'm okay. So just push that down really well. I'm going to use Shimmer Shadow. Hi, Carolyn. How are you, love? Good evening. All right, Shimmer Shadow for the words. Here we go. So I wish there was a dog that's like jumping up and looking like a crazy person, because that's my dog, y'all. He is nuts. Absolute lunatic, I swear. Every day he just cracks me up. So I try to play fetch with him during the day so that it'll wear him out a little bit. Because I haven't started walking him because I'm lazy, first of all. And I really haven't had time during the day lately to be taking him on a walk. Plus, it's been really super hot. I think it might be starting to cool down now, but it has been really hot here, and it's just not the weather that I want to go out and walk. Hi, Sharon. How are you, love? Okay, so anyways, so I play fetch with him while I'm working, and he brings his toy. He drops it in front of me. He usually goes under my desk, sits in front of me, drops the toy. He's like 42, 43 pounds whenever we took him to the vet, or when I took him to the vet last week. He was like 41.8. I'm doing well. Hi, Rachel. Welcome. Are you new here? So anyway, this is the husband, okay? He's wearing a tie, which is uncharacteristic of Chris, but that's okay. Anyways, so he gets underneath the front of my desk and like pokes his head up underneath my keyboard tray and wants me to play fetch with him. So I'm like, okay, I'll play fetch with you if it will get you out of there and stop having you poke your head through the thing. Usually I'm on a call too, so like he'll be squeaking the squeaker, just literally driving me nuts, y'all. And I'm so glad you're here, Rachel. Where are you from? Anyway, so I was doing that with him today, and he was squeaking the squeaker, and so every time I had to come off mute, you could hear the squeaker. And I'm sure it's really loud now that I have an even better, I have that Jabra speaker now, so it's an even better sound quality, and you can hear everything. Well, welcome. I live outside of Nashville, Tennessee now, but I'm actually from Texas too. I grew up in Houston. We have a lot of Texas people here, and my boyfriend / future husband was born and raised in San Antonio. All right. I say future husband, y'all. We are not engaged. But I mean, whatever. It's fine. Anywho. So yeah, Dozer's crazy. He'll go running after that. And my whole point of this whole story was that he gets underneath my desk like that, right? And like, he can come out this way and it's not quite as tight of a squeeze, but he insists on coming out this way, which there's like a box right there because there's a vent right next to my desk and it is so cold. He loves laying on the vents too. And so he insists on being on a vent. And yes, definitely, definitely, Rebecca. I think he's going to be humongous. I mean, his paws are huge. You can tell he's not nearly done growing. anyways, so he'll go running out this from this way, right, and get caught up on not only the blanket that I usually keep on my lap, but there's the little couple. That's pretty cute. But he'll also get caught up on that box and like have to squeeze his way out of there. And he will go and run and go get that toy and bring it right back. And just all day long, he'll do it. And then after I got done with work, I went and I was just sitting on the couch for a little while before I started my live. And he, of course, comes onto the couch and, like, you can't lay on the couch and not have Dozer standing on you. He doesn't come lay with you. Welcome, Crystal! No, they are totally reusable. So let me show you. This is what I do, okay? Now, I have this dish. It's like a dish mat, okay? Like a dish drying mat that I just put my transfers on. And I spray them with water while I'm in my craft shed, because I'm in a shed right now, okay? While I'm on my live, I just spray it with water. And then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to clean those. But I'll clean them tonight so that you can... You're funny, Mom. So that you can see exactly what you do. Super easy to clean them, though. And they're guaranteed like 8 to 10 times. But I have some that I've used way more than that. Like that truck. I've got a vintage truck transfer that I've used, I don't know, probably hundreds of times. Alright, yeah, so I'll show you exactly how to clean them. Super easy to do. Okay, so this is the little dog. But yeah, so Dozer likes to come and like stand on you. He doesn't lay down on the couch with you. He stands on you. And just stands there. Like, okay, comes and drops his toy right on your head. If you're napping on the couch, forget about it, because he's going to be standing on your head. Until you get onto him enough that he finally realizes, like, oh no, I probably should leave her alone. Yeah, you're so welcome. No problem. Alright, I'm going to use bark because Dozer is a chocolate Labradoodle. Obviously, there are plenty of colors that you could use for your pupper. And what I want to do tonight is I think I want to watercolor this. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So let me grab, let me see. Okay, so I'm going to actually make a little bit of a darker brown because I want to watercolor him. So I'm going to add, yeah, you're welcome. I always love having new people because, I mean, I always try to, like, explain exactly what I'm doing while I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing. But I, you know, most of the people that watch me every night have seen this every night for the past however long, year or more. So, I always like it when I have a newbie. Okay, so I just put a little bit of black, I hope that's enough black, on here with a little bit of bark, and I do want to dry it first, okay, so I'll show you, because this is a line drawing. It's going to be, I think it'll be perfect for doing a watercolor, okay, so let me see. Okay, there's my little pupper, but I really need one with his tongue hanging out, looking a little deranged, and jumping up on you, because that's Dozer. Trying to get him to quit that, though, the jumping up on you thing, and he's getting better about it, I will say, but he's still, whenever he gets overexcited, and you can't, like, tell him what a good boy he is, because that just winds him up. Y'all, I'm talking winds him up. He's not gonna, it's not gonna help your situation at all trying to get him to chill out. If you tell him what a good and cute boy he is. Or really if you even talk to him at all. He's like, I'm gonna go crazy now. Thanks for that. But we have started putting him to bed at 7:30. Because he gets into too much stuff whenever I'm doing my live. I don't really want to paint his face, but I think I'm going to. And then what I think I'm going to come back. Oops, shoot. Well, you know what? He is fluffy with hair. So I think what I need to do is like just he's super fluffy. So I'm just going to add around these edges because I kind of messed up as it was. A little bit of fluffy stuff. He's so cute though, man. He is such a good dog. Seriously, I couldn't have asked for a better dog. He is crazy though. I found a pair of my underwear in the yard today. I'm pretty sure yesterday whenever he was running around with Chris's underwear in his mouth, he had gotten a pair of mine too. And they were in the yard right here in front of my shed. So luckily I found them before the lawn guy did. I think that's my future, is finding my underwear all over the place. If I don't make sure that I close my room. Which is, we don't leave laundry on the floor either, so he had to have gotten it out of the laundry basket. Little turd muffin, I swear. Okay, here we go. So there's my little Dozerino. And I want to just, I'm going to accentuate his eyes a little bit. So, oof, let me see if I can get my detail tool out, and we're going to use it to dot him some eyes so that you can see his eyes a little better. He does have the coolest brown eyes though. They're like not super deep brown. They're kind of like almost like a yellowish brown, and I love it. Yeah, so he hasn't, so he did get a hold of some cutouts off the counter the other day because he's a little turd. But he hasn't been that bad. Somehow, so y'all, weirdest thing, I have these little gnomes that are like stuffed gnomes that I got for St. Patrick's Day last year. They're little like lucky, like little leprechauns. Sorry, I was trying to think of the name. They're leprechaun gnomes, and he got them, and he had one of them today. He was chewing on it. I don't know how he even got it either because they're in my guest room. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So what's really funny is the way that he runs whenever he knows he's got something he's not supposed to have, Mom, is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a little, like he's running away from you. And he knows that he's doing bad, okay? He's a smart dog. Like, he is the smartest dog I've probably ever owned. He knows exactly what he's doing. So this is Rub and Buff. This is the silver. We're going to go around the edges here with the silver Rub and Buff, okay? Before we add the one last final touch. So anyway, he knows he's being bad, and he's running like he knows. And as soon as you say something to him, he just stops in his tracks. Like, oh God, she got me. And I mean, I'm not going to do anything except just take it from him. But he's like running like his life depends on it. And to where I don't know where he's going with that or what he's going to do, chewing on underwear. I mean, don't be disgusting. Hi, Milta. You came right at the right time, dear. Just telling everyone how Dozer had a pair of my underwear in the yard yesterday, I guess, because I found them tonight. So this is Rub and Buff. I'm just putting it on the edges. I love using Rub and Buff on our blocks and all of our shapes because it just gives a really nice finished look. I mean, seriously, it's so pretty. So I'm just using my finger. I prefer to use my finger. You can use a brush, but usually it's kind of an oil-based paint, and it's extremely hard to wash out of your brush. So do not use a brush that you love, okay? If you're gonna do it, because that's gonna be a pain for you to get it out of that brush. But I usually just throw away any brush that I use. So with Rub and Buff, because it's not even worth it for me. Especially like these cheapo brushes that I hate anyways, it's just a good excuse for me to throw them away. But it works so much better just to use your finger and rub it on there. Unless if it's a really tight spot. Like I did those leaves the other day, and it worked good on the leaves except for on like the little tight corners. And then I got a small brush and used that, okay? So the cool thing about this is that after it dries, which doesn't take long, is that you can take like a microfiber cloth and just buff it, literally buff it, and it'll make it really shiny. Like it'll make it metallic, more metallic than it already is. And this stuff is super metallic as it is. Okay. So, and a little bit goes a long way. All right, I got mine on Amazon. I can post a link if you need me to share that with you, and you can get it yourself. You can also comment family to get all the stuff to make this yourself, okay? Really cute little project. Hey Gwen, how are you, love? Oh man, so yeah, living with Dozer has been definitely an experience, and we've learned a lot already. Like the fact that about 7:30 he starts to act manic. Gwen, I don't know if your dogs, Rebecca, I don't know if your dogs are like that too, or if any of the puppies that y'all kept are that way yet, where at nighttime they get even more wild, because he's pretty chill during the day. I mean, it's just me and him, and we just hang out, and he's pretty good. Occasionally he'll come up to me and want lots of attention and try to bark to get attention, which is not the way with me. You're not going to sit there and yell in my face to get me to pay attention to you. You're going to get negative attention then, and that's not good. But he acts wild at night, y'all. I'm talking like running in circles around my kitchen. Just absolute maniac. So I told Chris the other day, it seems like about 7:30 is the time that he really starts to act like he's a crazy person. And like he starts to get tired like a toddler. And I think maybe we need to try and put him to bed. Yeah. So that has helped tremendously. And he goes into his kennel. I just go in the room and I open his kennel and I tell him, come on, let's go. And he goes right in and he lays down and just chills out for the rest of the night. And thank God for that, because I couldn't handle it. If he was like refusing to go in there and not wanting to, and acting like a crazy person, and chewing my stuff up and eating my underwear, no. Alright. So I'm just drying this a little bit. I want to wrap a little bit of some like jute around this, but I don't think I have this thicker jute, but I don't think I'm going to use that because it's a little too thick. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to wrap it right here. So I have my glue gun, which hopefully I don't burn the dickens out of myself tonight again, because last night was enough. Okay, that seriously, y'all, I messed my finger up last night. It hurts. Okay. So we're just going to go just like this, and I'm going to put just a little bit of glue back here on the back, okay? You don't have to go wild with the glue. And I want it to look neatly wrapped, okay? I don't want it to be messy because I want kind of a little bit of a farmhouse vibe. I think this is going to be really cute though. I'm excited about this one. Okay. Okay, so you can comment the word family to get all the stuff to make this, okay? And just comment that right here in the comments, and then check your messenger, and you can click right on the buttons there. And not only can you get the project for tonight, but you can also sign up. If you haven't done it yet, make sure that you use the button to sign up for live text alerts, okay? It'll say sign up for live notices. Excuse me, oh my gosh, sorry. It'll say sign up for live notices. Do that, because next Monday I'm switching over from my text service that I'm using now to a Facebook-based one, okay, that uses Messenger and text messages. But I want to make sure that I get everybody signed up for that before I switch over, because you're not going to get notifications anymore from the other service after next week, okay? So if you're currently signed up for notifications, make sure that you do that. Now, there's my little thing, okay? And I was thinking, you know, I just can't leave well enough alone. I'm going to try, and I didn't pre-tie a bow, so this might embarrass me, but I told y'all, I don't know how to tie a bow, so we're going to give it a try, all right? I mean, I know how to tie a bow, but I'm not good at it. Out of like one piece. I don't know why it's such a struggle for me to do it. They always end up looking a little goofy. Oops. That one's not so bad though. So I think that turned out okay. Not half bad if you ask me. And all right. Y'all, we're done. I mean, that was simple. Such a simple, inexpensive little project that would be great as like a gift if you wanted to do it as a gift for your own self, if you'd like to do that, for you and your kids, for your grandkids, whatever. Okay, you could just do a ton of grandkids if you have a bunch of grandkids. And that would be super cute. I would have loved to see myself recognized at my grandparents' house, like on some thing that my crafty grandma made, because she was crafty. All right, so let me see if I can hold this up. Like that. Look how cute. Look at Dozer. Isn't he adorable? Isn't that cute? Anywho, that's all I have for you. I love you all so, so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Thank you for the reminder, my lovelies. All right, so hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I appreciate the reminder. Hold on. Let me just clean up my hands. Okay, so... all right, here's my transfers, okay? I sprayed most of them with water. I did not spray the little puppy, but I'll spray it now, okay? This is literally plain water, okay? It's distilled water, actually, but it is just plain water. There's nothing in here except water. No chemicals. Please don't use chemicals on our transfers. You do not need to use chemicals on my transfers. And why I don't have a hold on. Let me grab a board eraser really quick. I don't know why I don't have one over there. Oh. I think I threw away the one that I did have because it was disgusting. And it was just too much. I couldn't handle it anymore. Okay, so this is a pack of 2 board erasers. And this is a board eraser, okay? The pack of 2 is only $3, okay? So get you a set of these or more than one set. Grab a couple of packs of them, okay? Now, I just sprayed it with water. Now, what I normally would do is I would do this at the sink, okay? But in a pinch, you can totally do this. So I just sprayed with water on both. And I'm going to take my board eraser. I'm going to clean the front, okay? The front is basically clean. And then I'm going to clean the back the same way, okay? And then I'm going to just lay it there for a minute, sticky side up, okay? And then take the next one, do the same thing. Now, if I was at the sink, I'd be running this under the water. I'd be rinsing my board eraser as I go, okay? And I'd be kind of squeezing it out to get all the paste out of there. Because doing it like this is going to clog up, it'll clog up your board eraser with paste. But that's okay. It's not going to hurt it, all right? So just spray it with water. Hi, Elizabeth, welcome. And clean both the front and the back of your transfer, okay? And then go to the next one. Now, there's no need for chemicals at all, no cleaners. I've seen a ton of people talk about all kinds of stuff that they spray on these transfers. Literally plain water, okay? The paste is non-toxic and water soluble, okay? So it will clean up with just water. Now, if you get it on your clothes or something like that, you might have to wash them just because it's like a paint, okay? But it should wash out of your clothes, your kids' clothes. It's kid friendly, definitely non-toxic. It's not going to hurt you. It shouldn't hurt you. In fact, even if it got eaten or something, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt. Okay. So, if you're ever in a pinch, during the apocalypse, you can come to my house, and I've got about 1 million jars of paste here that we can eat on for a while. All right? All right. So that's all you do. And what I normally do is I just leave mine to dry overnight, sticky side up, okay? And basically what that does is that pulls all of those little lint pieces from whenever you fuzzed it off, okay? Washes them off. And it also kind of brings back that stick, okay? And then if you want to go ahead and immediately put it back onto the backer sheet, just get your fuzzing cloth, and the microfiber side is the lighter side, okay? The darker side is terry cloth. You don't want to use that side to dry it with. But you can just set it right in and dry both sides off with your microfiber side. And that also should help you bring that stick right back, okay? So I'm going to just set that one over there. And what I do is I cut them, okay? I cut the backer sheet. Now, that may not be your preferred method. You can absolutely just cut this part and keep the backer sheet whole. You do you, okay? For me, I put them in like a portfolio. The smaller ones go in like an 8.5 by 11 portfolio. The bigger ones go in a bigger portfolio. And then the big hanging ones, I hang them. But if you want to keep them all in a single sheet, you can do that. Just pull it up and cut it along the lines, because there's little cut lines on it, on the transfer. And don't cut through the backer sheet. And you can totally do that too, okay? This is just the way that I do it. It makes it easier for me to put them back together. But if I have a whole bunch of little pieces of backer sheets, sometimes I get confused on which one goes to what. And then whenever I'm going to put them back on, you know, I just get a little bit like, oops, I don't know which one is which, or occasionally I'll lose the backer sheet. I have used like the backer sheet from like that clear vinyl. You know what I'm talking about? And that works really well. It doesn't tear or anything like that. So you could do that if you lose your backer sheet, or you can buy new backer sheets, the 8.5 by 11 ones. Okay, so now I have all these stuck back on here. I stuck them back. So if you look at this, this is one of the backer sheets for a different transfer. But if you look, there's like a shiny side. It's kind of hard to see. You want to stick it to the shiny side. Okay. So do that and then put them away. Don't be like me and just throw them into a pile and put them away all at once after you've piled up about 100 of them. Or you have to keep on digging through them. So this is one that I had drying overnight. So I'll just take, and what I like to do is leave it sticky side up, especially for the big transfers, y'all. This makes it so easy. Just stick it on just like that, okay? And then I don't have to have Chris in here helping me try to line it up, because that's what I was doing at the beginning, trying to figure out a way for the huge transfers to stick them back on the backer, y'all. I must have been looking goofy. But there's that. And I think that turned out pretty good. So, if you love it, let me know. And I will see y'all tomorrow night. Okay, have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for joining me. Make sure that you comment the word family and sign up for text alerts, live notices, because next week around this time, I'm going to stop sending my text messages that I've been sending, and I'm going to be switching over. So if you haven't signed up yet, you need to do that. Okay? Good night. Y'all have a wonderful evening. See ya.